I had intended the next episode of RetroBlasting to be about a crappy toy, but when I got home today there was a box on my doorstep from Mattel, and it had the new Voltron Green Lion inside. So I thought, well, I'll interrupt my schedule and review this instead. And guess what? It turned out to be a really crappy toy.
The Green Lion is hidden deep in the forest.
If we wait any longer, even the lions won't be able to help us. I'm going outside.
The Voltron Green Lion is intended to be the left arm of Mattel's 23-inch tall Voltron when everything's said and done. It comes in its standard window box with all the details, and it comes with Pidge in a window box as well. Pidge comes packaged with a part of the blazing sword that you form as you collect all 5 figures, and he also comes with a key that unlocks the Green Lion's cockpit. So when I pulled Green Lion out of the box, I immediately noticed that his nose had a number of paint flaws, and on top of that, the cockpit was hanging open. What I didn't know was that it wasn't just a packaging error, it was a major structural problem. I'll show you right here. The Green Lion's hatch design is the same as the Red Lion's. The difference being is that my Red Lion's hatch stays firmly closed, while the Green Lion's doesn't latch at all. It just sort of sits in place. This is going to be a real problem when you form Voltron, because that means his left arm is constantly going to be popping in half. I don't know if that's going to be specific to just the one I got in the mail, or if it's going to be a problem with all of them. But you need to take note of it, because Mattel has been having quality control issues all along the way with all of these figures. Another issue I have with this set is the figure, Pidge. Everyone's been praising him online in the previews, but I don't actually think he looks that good. He's got an overly large head, and he has serious front butt going on. I actually think that the Panache figure looks better by comparison. It's clear that Mattel's efforts with this line are trying to pay tribute to the Panache Place Voltron from the 80s, with action figures that fit inside the lions. Another annoyance about this release, as if the latching mechanism issue wasn't enough, is the piece of the sword that comes with the figure. Up until this point, we've had pieces that connect one by one to form the sword slowly. But with Pidge, you get a large chunk of the sword itself. You don't get the crossguard, which would have been the next piece to attach. So now we're left with a large chunk of sword that we're going to have to wait 2 months before we can connect it to the Blue Lion's crossguard. The Green Lion shares its articulation with the Red Lion, which is to say, it's disappointing. It's strange. Mattel really hasn't hit either mark on this. It's neither a good toy nor is it a good display piece. If it was a good display piece, everything would probably be more tightly wound and it could look like it would hold up, but I don't have any confidence that this formed as Voltron will be easy to deal with. And as a toy, it doesn't look like it's going to hold up to a lot of daily play. Not that that's a concern for me, but for children, certainly, I don't think this is going to pass muster because of the spring-loaded legs. I think it's great that, a toy company has stepped up and done these, but the quality control issues have really affected the overall desirability of these, and I think that in the future, they're only going to be wanted for their size alone. Not much else is really drawing people to it.
Perfect landing, huh, Hunk? That's gotta be Hunk. He's got the biggest feet on the team. That Hunk plows head first into everything. Your face is disgusting.